Okay, we're back. And it's time for another swimming lesson from our pals the sharks. And for these guys, swimming is literally a way of life. Since sharks are heavier than water, they have to keep moving all the time. Otherwise, they'll sink. Most fish have air bladders that let them float, but sharks use a different system. Mega Magnifier is going to clear up the details. That's the shark's liver. Depending on the species, it can be filled with as many as 18 gallons of oil, which is lighter than the water. And along with their fins, that's enough to keep a shark afloat. The higher the shark needs to go, the bigger its liver. Because they hang out in the basement, bottom-dwelling sharks have smaller ones. But there is one shark that uses air for a little extra bounce. Meet the sand tiger. This nasty-looking guy gulps mouthfuls of air so he can hover. When they're swimming, those fabulous fins work together to keep the sharks heading in the right direction. The pectoral fins are the ones on the side. They're like the wings of a plane. Those wings are sleek and streamlined, but they aren't as flexible as other fish's fins. This bony fish can use his pectoral fins to kick it into reverse. But a shark's gear doesn't work like that. All it can do is kind of fall backwards. But maybe the coolest tool a shark has for swimming are its teeth. No, not the teeth in their mouth. I'm talking dermal denticles, baby. Rough translation, skin teeth. Believe it or not, a shark's entire body is covered with thousands of tiny teeth. See how they're pointed backwards? That's to make sure the water flows smoothly over the shark's body. That does two things: reduces drag and makes it easier to pick up the pace. But the story of a shark's speed is really told by the tail. There are hundreds of different species of sharks, and there's a tail for every style. Bottom-feeding sharks hunt slow-moving prey. Now, with Mega Magnifier's keen eye for detail, we can see the fabulous array of shark tails that nature has created. The bottom feeder's tails favor stability over speed. And open water sharks like the great white have tails built for bursts of speed and power. All the better to catch fast-moving prey. One of the most powerful swimmers in the deep is the hammerhead, and it's because of that gnarly noggin. On each end of its face, it's got an eye, a nostril, and sensory organs. The senses all work together to help it steer and hone in on prey. Hammerheads are famous for rolling in huge posses near underground volcanic mountains. Some schools have as many as 200 sharks. Most fish school up for protection, but hammerheads have no natural enemies. So why party so large? The answer's in them thar hills. They're using these volcanic formations like a map. Each time they head out to feed, the hammerheads follow the same paths. And those paths are exactly where lava has seeped through the ocean floor. Now, the hardened lava makes magnetic fields. The hammerheads may be using their electrosensitive ampullae of Lorenzini to find the on-ramps to these magnetic highways. That way, after all their travels, they can always find the way back to the comforts of home. Honey, I'm home. Oh, you should have seen the traffic on the magnetic highways. The blue shark is a lot more adventurous. Instead of hanging around the house all day, it tours the world. How many miles do these blue boys and girls log? Well, some female blue sharks have crossed the entire Atlantic Ocean just to give birth. And that's not even the world record. Mega Magnifier's got total access to the record books. And you can see that the current long-distance record is held by, you guessed it, a blue shark. It was tagged off New York and recaptured off the South American coast, 3,740 miles away. Trying to learn more about shark migration can be dangerous work. These divers are getting ready to tag a shark so they can follow it around the ocean. Tag, you're in. You gotta have fast hands and nerves of steel to be a shark tagger. To make sure the operation runs as smoothly as possible, experts like Gary Atkinson and Wes Pratt have joined forces in the name of knowledge.
This is our standard project tag, and we put we find the latex for diver observation works a lot better. It can be seen a lot further. And I think you saw that today.
Oh, it really jumps out, absolutely. We want to more or less control or have an idea, a sense about how many are coming and going. I know we do an ebb and flow of numbers, but the numbers stay fairly constant. We're getting new guys and old guys are leaving. We want to know where they're going, if they're coming back. Just start tracking some of these guys. I think it may be valuable information to you as well as to us.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Tagging and recapturing sharks helps guys like Wes and Gary learn where sharks go, find out how long they live, just about everything. And you thought tag was just a game.